brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Standing in the line, they put me in the center. It blow their mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble. My all hustle, my diamonds are huddled up. TGOD got this off the muscle. Ask me about my life, man, I love it, I love it. Got so many rings, I need room for another one. Been through the pain, now it ain't no more struggle. My team win the game, put our face on the cover, brother. We the champions.
Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished. Put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach. Put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, cause the way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning. It's more than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we've got a great matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25.
Let's go now. All right, let's get it.
To throw at the outset, here's Hurts.
Wow, they still gave him it.
Picked up by Trayvon Diggs.
They still gave it
at the 29-yard line.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
You decide not to, hold on.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
A second down throw for Prescott. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Let's go. Good stop, defense.
Marr able to put this one through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0.
I got a focus step on that.
So the interception set up a terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Sanders. They'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Hurts. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
Dang, bro, I don't like my offense right now. I'm coming out really slow, really sluggish. Nothing clicking. My first play was an interception. I don't know. I'm struggling right now in offense. Struggling hard.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs.
I'm surprised they said I didn't let it go. I'm pretty sure I let it go. All right. I mean, just roll.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Inside give to Elliott. And he's got room. And he'll take it into the end zone.
I'm playing really bad right now.
Ezekiel Elliott, 32 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
So
that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, that backfired on him in a big way.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0.
How about how you feeling? Excuse me.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he'll do a nice job here just to find his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Okay, it didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll let this thing go for
Let's
Sanders.
Let's go. Let's go. Come on, y'all. Like I said, it's early. It's early. Class just started.
Well, forget about the weapons.
Come on.
Wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield.
Come
in
on.
the passing game.
Hey.
And he utilized it perfectly on that
Let's
play.
go.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that
Let's get it.
Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play
Let's get it.
sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Caught at the 26. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead, it works opposite.
That'll give him 8 that time, and now it's 3rd and 3. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
3rd and short yardage.
Let's go. Stop. Stop. And if he would have threw it, it would have been a pick. Let's go. Punt that ball, baby. Let's go.
And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody.
It would have been a pick if he threw it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Punt that ball, baby. We're going to play defense, man. Defense wins. Come on.
Defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an
Come
empty
on.
backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
This is taken at the 10.
Oh. Excuse me. Woo!
Call that one.
Let's get it.
60 yards, 6-0. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Come on. Let's get it.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they've been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Second quarter. I don't like this play anyways. In this defense, it's a good setup for him.
10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports.
Take us to the second quarter. Let's go. Come on, y'all. We gonna run our offense. Best believe. It's early, y'all.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Another run with Sanders. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team.
I live for third down.
Because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Here's Hurts to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown.
First down.
He'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Hurts.
No way. What was
one that's intercepted? And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively all the time, but sometimes, and when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Jalen Tolbert to target that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Prescott on 3rd and 2. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Prescott to Schultz there for the Cowboy first.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
They'll throw again. Prescott.
Woo! Big play, play.
And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Big play, play.
On a route like this, he tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're
Let's
a little
get
early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough,
let's get it. Big play, slay.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
We need some consistency. There's no
Following the
consistency
sack,
right
they'll
now.
try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Back to throw here.
Damn, everyone's guarded. Everyone's guarded.
His third of the game. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And he'll return
Everyone's blanket, bro.
To the 47.
That was not even like that, so
He got
I
outside
don't
the
know.
pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball
Everyone's guarded.
downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The tackle by Nakobe Dean. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. From the 44, Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that
Hit!
spot they want.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte
Oh,
Maddox.
he's gone.
And he's free.
That's Maddox. He's gone.
It's a foot race.
That's Maddox. He's gone.
And he takes
Let's go.
this one back into the
Let's
end
go,
zone.
baby.
And the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD.
Big play.
How about that?
Big
for a little
play,
jolt
man.
Right before
Let's go.
intermission.
You talk about taking
Defense,
momentum into
guys.
the half with you, and so many teams
Ooh, he
have an
baited
emphasis
him.
on trying to score in the
I
last
see
2
you,
minutes of the
Maddox.
half to carry that with them.
All right,
It's not
kid.
often talked about scoring on defense, though. That's extra mode.
And now they may take the lead into the locker room as well. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 14-10. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them
Nice
to go down
shit,
there and put up a
Nakobe.
couple sixes back-to-back.
Let's
What a
get it.
momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Let's go.
Comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, it's Prescott. Got it over
Good
man.
defense,
It's
guys.
Michael Gallup. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about
4th
a
and
yard or
1.
so short.
I think
Now the
he
defense
might
gonna
go
use the
for it
first
here.
of
I
their
don't know.
timeouts
I don't know how he's feeling.
As the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the
4th
first
and
half.
1, 45 seconds on his 26-yard line. It's up to him. I mean, I understand the urgency.
Prescott to throw on 4th.
He,
That's into the hands of
I,
Tolbert. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they wind up getting 13 there on 4th down.
Not only is a slant route really difficult to cover, it's a real staple play for an offense on a 4th down because it's a quick-hitting play. Get the ball in the hands of the quarterback right to the receiver.
And the receiver has to be ready because that thing's coming on a rope.
That's a big play by him.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They'll get 34 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it.
Hit!
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Back to their own 34-yard line. So that a definite deflator there on the interception.
Yeah, you work your way down the field, thinking you're in position for a go-ahead score.
Big
but all
play,
it takes is one errant throw, and this one winds up a
he
turnover.
threw the same pick.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st down, Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it.
Let's go.
This 1st half.
I couldn't ask for more.
Down,
I could not ask for more. Or a better half. Let's go, guys.
On EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaud. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining 1st half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. It's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Prescott now.
Let's get it! Come on!
It's Nakobe Dean with a pick, and the Eagles
stop playing with me, man. I live for defense. Let's go.
The Eagles Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. It'll be Sanders.
Hey, get out the way, Van. Get out the way, Van.
Into Cowboy territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
2nd down, back to Sanders. Reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Hey, big 3rd down right here. Big 3rd down right here. Let's go. I gotta get this out.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Ooh.
Quick slant here to Smith. And
First
he's
down.
going to have an Eagles 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but
Let's go.
oh so effective. Nice completion there.
Let's go. Big
moving.
play. That's huge. That's huge, D. Keep the sticks moving. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Hurts. And that's complete to Sanders. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling the back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination.
Let's go. Let's go. Fly, Eagles, fly, baby. Boom, right there. That's what I needed right there. Lead the way. Let's go.
Good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Hey, we lit.
This one fielded at the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
We lit. Let's get it. Let's get it, y'all.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Open there's Noah Brown.
That's a big play, G.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
That's a big play, G. You can't switch them like
I can
that.
still hear reverberate through this thick skull of mine. Crossing routes
And if you switch, you gotta play the receiver so that that's not fair.
Run away from a defender.
If you switch to him there, you gotta play the receiver. You're not gonna be able to get in front of him because he's already in front. So you just gotta play the receiver. Good tackle though. Way to not make it worse than what it was.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
It's a run.
Up the middle, here's Allen. Fights through it.
That's nuts, dude.
He's carried the ball.
I knew that was a run.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another first down run right there.
No way! No way! No way!
Picked up by James Bradbury.
I got Bradbury back there, baby. Let's go. That's wild, kid.
A little surprise back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception.
Let's go.
Who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber
Let's
picked
go.
out 5 times?
Picked 5 times? Dude, I thought I was playing that.
Maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent, but a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go, and that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Second down at 5. Another run here with Sanders. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 7 yards there and a first down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second
The
down.
thing is, he's always prepared to stop the pass. Even though I've been running it, I mean, hey, you gotta stay prepared.
He got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
This should work.
Looking to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
What?
Touch him down, but not before he gets the first. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
And that pickup of a first
That should have
down,
been a touchdown.
that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't
That should
they?
have been a
Frustrating
touchdown.
defensively. You're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw.
No!
And intercepted. Maybe the
You gotta read it. If he's reading it, you can't still throw the play, G.
And they're going to set up shop
Come on now.
27-yard line. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Meanwhile,
What?
pulled in by Lamb. And he's got a
Bro,
first
that's
down as he's
triple
gonna be taken
pound.
down, but a very nice pick up there just in
Okay.
front of the 2-minute warning.
That's hilarious, guys. He still caught it. Hey, I mean, he only has 3 catches for 30, so we've been able to contain him.
Throwing, Prescott.
Interception!
And that should do it. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a
Let's
pick.
go, baby.
And the Eagles will take over here at their
Yeah,
own 12-yard
Prescott.
line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust.
That
And unfortunately for them,
That boy throwing up right now. He's throwing up the game, baby. Yeah, Prescott.
The issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in
Yeah,
the game.
Prescott, boy.
To this defense,
Let's go.
still tall throughout, and they come up
Let's
with
go.
the
This is
interception.
over. That boy, yeah, Prescott, they gave it to me. Did it.
This will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
That boy, yeah.
On the
Fly,
counter
Eagles,
now,
fly, baby.
Sanders.
New season.
And a short gain
You
across
lit.
the 15 to the 17-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
You lit, baby. New season, y'all.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Mm.
Over the middle to Smith. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Let's go.
Now that was pretty.
That pocket's clean.
Zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area,
baby.
So you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
There you go. Let's go.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you see baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time, and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that, and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's run it back, yo.
I'm Gonzo. Got your best friend hanging out the arm though. Got game like I'm dropping me a console. No, I don't swim, but I give a
Let's get it. All these NFC East opponents. We had the Cowboys last game. Now we got the Giants. Let's go. Let's go.
We are just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we've got a great matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Fam, I know you're not checking your depth chart after the game done started. We call that preparations. That's before the game, fam. Let's go.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave it with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll go to Barkley again. They find some open field here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fit defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield, hit you little people.
Good run there. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw here pulled in by Galladay. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley.
Okay.
Take it
All right. Okay. All right. I respect it. Nice drive. Nice drive. Good mix. Run pass. Good stuff. Good stuff.
This afternoon. The extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now, following the touchdown here to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
Oh, no!
Good return up
I'm out! I'm out!
He's at the 40.
I'm out!
It's the 20.
Oh, baby, let's go!
Score. Touchdown, Eagles.
Hey, we dancing on them.
Well, there you go. They gave up a score to start
We
the game
dancing on them.
Let's
go. Appreciate it, baby. Let's go.
People talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5.
Right there. Right there. Take him down. Come on, bro.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing Jones.
Hit.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
Chauncey, CJ. Let's go.
At the 39-yard line.
Let's go.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Hurts. That swung out wide to Sanders. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
Ooh, hey! Stop playing with me! Stop playing with me, bro!
Miles Sanders scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
Let's go!
Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing.
Let's go. I'm reading everything, bro. I'm reading it all. I'm sorry. You showed me too much on your first drive, bro. You showed me too much on your first drive, bro. Let's go.
Jump to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A give running left. It's Sanders.
Woo.
And now they're
Boy,
inside
cutting,
the 10
boy.
as he's brought down at the 9.
Boy, not playing around.
47 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gap.
Get a headset so you can't hear me?
You're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Oh, okay.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns.
Good game, man. Good game so far. I'm streaming live, so that's why I'm talking all this shit. I mean, I talk shit on the regular, but...
And you just have to love watching the way you can create space down near the goal line. He's able to take it into the end zone.
No, I'm gonna keep the energy. I'm gonna keep the energy for sure. Hey, I'm on live though. I said I'm streaming. I'm streaming right now. YouTube Polo Dolo 88. So if you want to review the tape, well, no, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, if you want to review the tape afterwards, you can definitely, review a little. Let's get it.
And he returns this to the 22.
Hey, I feel you. I feel you, man. Let's have fun then. Let's have fun. The fight? No, I'm not a big fight. As far as information on fights, I watch them, but I don't. Ooh, I watch them, but I don't. I don't bet on them or anything like that. But I'm a big football person.
Awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective.
Ooh, nice play. Nice play.
Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Jones to Galladay, first down Giants.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
No way.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, Fletcher Cox, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and another sack to his ledger there. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation, because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more.
Good run.
And it's been paying off for them so far this game.
And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40.
It's early.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Now Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 10 yards, good for a giant first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves.
Right.
They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Yeah, I don't know. For that one, I don't know.
On first down, Jones.
What?
This pass into the hands of Bellinger. And he'll go down.
Why is he running over?
Getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing on first down.
Oh, what?
And he'll get it here.
I was there. What do you want me to do?
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Come on.
Reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
To throw again on second down. Jones finds him again. Saquon Barkley. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. So the completion gets him just a yard. 3rd and 7 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
You're taking the 3 here, right? Playing the second half? Oh, it's going for it. Oh, shit. All right. Come on, G. Put your big boy pants on right here.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. Back to throw. Jones.
Ah! What a big play!
And the Giants are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
That's a big play, Slay. I mean, I guess. He beat him, I guess.
Extra point try good by Gano. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
Oh! Oh! Ah, he didn't have any energy left.
That's it for the first half. 4 quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Oh, no. Oh. Let's go, y'all. Let's go, guys.
Inside the booth alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
That was fun. I don't know if you kick it to me the rest of the game.
With the lead, and they're going to get this football first.
Yeah, he's still kicking it. Oh, okay. Nice kick this time.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's get it, G. Look us up.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but Did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
They'll get it to the 23-yard line. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Touchdown, Giants! Daniel Bellinger, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Giants take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 21. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a 1st down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I loved one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Hurts. They'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 31-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10, down at the 31. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 109 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Oh, the sneak. It's Hurts. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. Oh, the sneak. It's Hurts. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Oh, the sneak. It's Hurts. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down. But defensively, that's a nice stop there on 3rd down here in the 4th quarter. Now, offensively, kicking the field goal, taking the lead, right?
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Especially since you got stopped on the previous play. But if you've got something you really like, something that you've practiced all week, and you think, hey, this is the time to use it, this is the play, I wouldn't be deterred. I would gamble a little bit and go for it right now.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a Giant 1st down on a gain of 16. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
They run with Barkley on 1st down, and he gets about 5 out of it.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gain 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. They'll run it again with Barkley. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. It's a Giant 1st down on a gain of 16. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. But now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Jones. A quick pass here. He's got Shepard. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Jones. Throwing middle, and it's complete. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, the ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Kaiser White. And the Eagles have just about sewn up this football game. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here, because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way, as we saw there.
Up past the 30, 2nd down coming up. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So many memories that I made on Cascade Road. I done gained the world, I ain't never sell my soul. This is God-given, so I thank him as I go. Hate to sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, show you gon' see. Yeah, God power from my head and my feet. Yeah. Colossal, what I say is gospel. I cook this with love, they gon' eat it up and swallow me. I'm from the ghetto, babe. Seen bodies in the streets before I could tweet. I came from nothing, I turned a mustard seed into a million. In the discussion, had a TED talk with the higher me, show me how to run it up. I need all my cheese. Every day that I wake up, I'm pinching myself, can't believe that I'm really me. Popping shows in New Zealand, boy, you is not eating, man. We do not play in the same league. I gave my mama some racks and she asked me if I'm selling.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Cincinnati Bengals. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Cincinnati. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Here we go. Gotta go. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They'll take that 14 yards on play number 1.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Now it's Burrow. Now again, that's Hurst. Running right through it. Yet again, just a bruising carry. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. Down inside the 10. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big play that time on the catch and run. 30 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Mixon is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Mixon again, pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory, or might he go for it?
And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And it'll be intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. So a little more space to operate now. 1st and 10 from right around the 12. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
If they're going to get a 1st down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. There'll be some contact going on.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And this is going to be an Eagles 1st down as the tackle made at the 26-yard line.
Come on, come on.
Another run here with Sanders. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 29, Hurts. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First target, first catch, and a first down. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. And a tackle there by Jermaine Pratt. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Here's Hurts to throw. And that's complete to Sanders. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A gain of 4 that time as the drive will continue. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is really fooling around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Second down, back to Sanders. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Jake Elliott readies for the field goal try. He was originally drafted by the Bengals. This one from 48 yards away. The kick by Elliott is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
The Bengals drive about to get going. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow, and that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And this one is incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Burrow looking to pass. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. There he goes left side. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing. Maybe more.
So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the 2nd half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Hurts sets up to throw it. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact to complete it.
On third down, they turn to Sanders. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. 46 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Another run with Sanders, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's Sanders. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Eagles! Devontae Smith on the receiving end from Jalen Hurts. And the Eagles will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off. And he lost the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out.
Get it! Hot 70, hot 70.
Second down, back to Sanders. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Ready, ready. Grab me, Ranger.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now it's Burrow. Under pressure, and they got to him again. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Cleveland Browns and the Philadelphia Eagles. Ready to get us started, it's Cade York, and off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Room here to run. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 45 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll go again with Sanders. And he is going to lose yardage here. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Touchdown! Jalen Hurts on target to Dallas Goedert. And the Eagles will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White. They'll try the air now with Watson. Bryant has it. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez to punt this thing away. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. we go on fourth. Watson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
2nd and 10. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Philadelphia. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on fourth down. That's what got him this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up. And it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here comes Felton to bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They have 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
And he'll get maybe a couple, if that, up to the 46.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. They run for it with Hunt, going absolutely nowhere. They'll wind up losing a yard or 2. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
first play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Another run here with Sanders. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 110 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Going with their tight end on 4th. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. On 1st and 10, Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That play ended for a net loss thanks to Javon Hargrave. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And some room to roll now. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
That's how you get right up off of the map, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. Trucks over him. Another truck. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb. A 23-yard run. And the Browns are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by York is up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
2nd down, back to Sanders. 141 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Hurts. And he fires one, but incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
The kick by Elliott is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
Taken at the goal line, and taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. And just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 29. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. Dances by at the 20. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Another run with Sanders. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he is not going anywhere. He will not even get back to the line of scrimmage as the clock will stop at the 2-minute warning.
Let's go.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles! Devontae Smith on the receiving end for Jalen Hurts. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
On 1st down, Watson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Bulldozes past him. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Watson, he's got Njoku over the middle. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 32-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Touchdown, Browns. David Njoku, 32 yards. And the Browns are able to cut into that deficit. Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere, they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns him there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time, the tight end gets them.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And the Eagles are going to recover. And that might be enough to put a bow on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle in the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So it's the Eagles who get the win here. And the guy who really led the way was their quarterback, CD, and that's Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, he really had his A game tonight. He threw a couple of touchdown passes, and he's instrumental in earning this victory.
Hello, new world, all the boys and girls. I got some true stories to tell. You're back outside, but they still lied. Whoa, yeah. Take off the foo-foo, take off the cloud chase, take off the Wi-Fi, take off the money phone, take off the car loan, take off the flex and the white loss, take off the weird jewelry. I'ma take 10 steps, then I'm taking off top 5. Take off them fabricate streams and the microwave memes. It's a real world outside. Take off your idols, take off the runway, take off the Cairo. Take off the Sandro Pay, 5-day stay, take off for the meal, hella final. Take off the fuck flag, take off perception, take off the cop with the iPad. Take off the allure, take off the unsure, take off decisions I lack. Take off the fake deep, take off the fake woke, take off the I'm broke, I care. Take off the gossip, take off the new logic, that if I'm rich, I'm real. Take off the should know, take off the Doja, take off the Birkin bag. Take all that designer off and what do you have? You ugly. You out of pocket. 2 ATMs, you stepping to what? You out of pocket. Who you think they talk about? Talk about us. You out of pocket. Who you think they carry up for?